Jocelyn Davis here in the ClevverTV studio. iCarly star Nathan Kress came by our headquarters recently, and when his fans found out that he'd be here, the questions came pouring in. So of course we decided to ask Nathan some of the best questions. From working out to playing the piano, he had some great answers. Check them out.
Twitter questions.
All right, so Rashim4, that's her Twitter name, Rachel S, says, is SETI gonna happen?
I wish I could tell you. Honestly, again, I really, since we have no access to the scripts or anything, there's no way to know. I mean, it very well could, or for all we know, it could swing over to the Creddy side, or Freddie could just decide, it's better that I don't, date anybody, because it would be too weird, know. So we don't know. I have no idea.
All right, sneak peeks. Nike Gale wants to know, Nathan, how is the piano playing going? What drew your interest towards playing the piano? And is it better than video games?
Whoa, okay. The piano playing has kind of fallen off the cliff of forgetfulness.
What's going on?
I tried really hard. I'm not gonna lie. I spent hours in front of that dang thing. I learned one song, like for real, but it doesn't really count because it's only like 10 notes total. So that's pretty much all I got there. And I've tried to learn 2 other ones, and they've sort of failed too. Like I can get maybe 30 seconds into a song, and then suddenly it starts to get difficult, and then there's like double hand movements, and then I realize I have no rhythm, and then it just becomes this this big complicated thing. I do want to, though, eventually start maybe taking actual piano lessons, and rather than just try to teach myself, let somebody else teach me and tell me what I'm doing wrong. Either that or maybe guitar. I don't know.
Oh, nice.
But I definitely like to be able to say that I can play some musical instrument. Everybody in my family is very musical, so I'm kind of left out of that little circle. So I definitely like to be able to say that I can play something. But is it better than video games? Since I'm competent at video games, I would say probably not, because it's a little less discouraging. But yeah, at this point, maybe once I start actually playing, I will change that opinion. But I have to say the video games are a little bit more enjoyable.
Guitar Hero.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
you're
mean at Rock Band and everything, so I can do that. But that's 5 buttons. That doesn't really quite count in the talent arena.
Oh,
But
let's see.
maybe one day.
Some would argue otherwise.
That's true.
would.
There's some people, who play everything on expert. It's like literally you just see a blur of fingers and everything. I will never get to that phase of my guitar playing, but
Never say never.
oh goodness. Oh, well yeah, let's never say never.
Okay, Dodge Cookie, the Artful Sparkle is her name, or his
Fancy.
name. What is your favorite accent in the world?
Favorite accent in the world? Wow, that's a really good question. I've
I
never been
know.
asked that before. Twitter people are so creative.
I know. The Artful Sparkle.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, I don't know if it's my favorite in the whole world, but my favorite right now, there's a game that just came out called Portal 2, and one of the characters is played by a guy named Steve Merchant, and he has, I guess this is where my ignorance comes in, because I can't tell if it's exactly like Irish or Scottish or what, but he has such a cool accent when he does this game, and he's so funny. Like all the stuff that he does, he's a total rambler in the game, so like he just throws out little blurbs and pieces of information and stuff, and how he does it is just hysterical to me. I don't know why, but his accent is super cool. So if I could replicate that, I would, but it's too cool for me to duplicate for you guys right now.
Awesome.
See, I wiggled my way out of that one.
Yeah, right.
You're smart.
I knew that was going to be the next question
Yes.
too.
Is this Maribel Cortez wants to know, how much do you bench?
Yeah, this is like the most this person was obsessed
And
with.
what's your weakness?
Yeah, how much do you bench?
Okay.
She's obsessed with like weightlifting.
I'm
Bunch of
surprised that a
questions.
girl would ask that. Normally it's the guys.
I don't know.
I think the heaviest I've ever tried to do sets of was like 170.
What?
Yeah, but and it hurt like heck the next day. I was really sore. But I think a lot of people say like, how much do you bench? It's like, how much is your maximum weight that you could just do one? And I'd say maybe like 200 or 210, something like that. But I've never tried. my trainer is very much against bench press in general, just because he says it puts way too much strain on the joints, and there's a lot more exercises that you could use that are more productive. So rather than risking injuring myself, I kind of try to stay towards the other chest exercises. I guess I'm assuming by your weakness, that's in my working out, like muscle group or whatever.
I think so.
I guess I would probably say my shoulders. I have really weird like tendon things where when I'm doing a shoulder exercise, they'll like snap and pop all over the place.
Oh.
So like,
Don't
I mean,
do that anymore.
well, I can't help it. I can't have like, you know, everything else worked out and then like tiny little shoulders that are just like hanging off right there, you know.
That's what shoulder pads are for.
That's true, but I can't go around wearing those all the time.
No.
Well, I gotta wait till they come back in style and get those blazers with like the, you know, big things sticking out the side. But yeah, that's definitely probably my weakness, just because it hurts after a while.
Oh man, thank you for that, Mary B. That was a good one.
That was a very good one.
The Chloe E. Harris, this is
The
our
Chloe.
last one. Chloe Amelia Harris wants to know, if he was stranded on a desert island and could have 3 items, what would they be and why?
Goodness. Well, I guess the practical person in me would say food,
Smart.
water, and
Shelter.
well, yeah, but I probably could make that on a deserted island
true.
out of some palm fronds or something. Probably somebody to keep me company. Like, I think Castaway, and, you know, I would rather not go crazy and start talking to a volleyball. So having an actual person there to have conversation with would probably be good for my mental health.
Nice. Good picks. Very reasonable.
I apologize for not being more creative, but I'm trying to think literally, if I was on a deserted island, would I really want an ice cream maker, or like something random that somebody would say if they were trying to be cool and creative? But I'd rather like eat and
Survive.
Yes,
Yeah,
I would rather
awesome.
survive on said deserted island.
Very cool. Awesome. Talk about fun. Obviously, we couldn't use all of the awesome questions we've got. So if you have a question for Nathan Kress, the guy who plays Freddy, please leave it right here in the comments section, and who knows, maybe we can ask him next time he's here. For more interviews with Nathan and fun exclusive photos, head on over to facebook.com/ClevverTV and hit the like button. I'm Jocelyn Davis. Thanks for watching.